this is Run the Numbers. My name is Jason. Today, we're on the go, doing this on the go video, making it part of our warm-up series. It's a staple of our warm-up series that we're in motion, walking through the lovely streets of Los Angeles, California. It's kind of raining on and off, but we're gonna continue to go in motion and power through it. So this video also is part of our 100 videos challenge. That's to have 100 videos published to YouTube in 100 days, making a whole lot of content that hopefully helps you, my wonderful audience, and my YouTube subscribers, and anybody else who's seeing this video. Hopefully you're enjoying all this content to help you on your personal finance journey. Okay, today we're gonna continue and put together yet another video that continues on this thread of videos that I've done on this YouTube channel that talks about side hustles. Now, this video is kind of inspired or ripped straight from things going on in the lives for myself and for my wife, where I've mentioned how we've got a whole lot of side hustles we're doing and side hustles that we're thinking about, and we just wanted to put together this video, which the topic is set your price, where you determine how much you might want to charge for the services, the products that are the result of your side hustle. So yes, we are putting together all these side hustles, and really the first major thing, or maybe you could say the first significant milestone that comes across is needing to value the work, and that could be in the products that you make and the services that you offer, and really what comes out of your side hustle. So that's definitely been top of mind for us, for my wife and I. So I wanted to share these thoughts with you and kind of go through a little bit as to what are some of the things we think about and we think through, and maybe this could help you in your side hustle, because you very well might need to think of how to price the different products and services for your side hustle, or maybe you need to reprice, you need to give it some additional thought as to what you're in fact charging for your side hustle. So yeah, let me then dive into a little bit of the details as to, some of the thoughts that we're going through. So on one hand, we're thinking through with the side hustles that a lot of these side hustles are new. That is to say, new to us, new to side hustles, new to the things that I'm doing. Side hustles that are new for my wife, and so the long and the short there, or the message to get across saying how it's new to us, is that we're novice, we're just getting started in many respects, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the value we bring is in any way diminished or less, just because it's a new project. Because it could very well be, and it is the case in many regards, that you could start a side hustle but yet be already established in the sense of have skills and have basically the know-how as to what you're doing, and thereby provide a whole lot of value, provide an excellent product, and also it could be that your side hustle is based on the amount of effort and time you're putting in, and that too, that doesn't matter too much if you're getting started. If you're putting in 100-hour work weeks into your side hustle, and your side hustle is based on the fact that you're putting in 100-hour work weeks, it doesn't matter that this is, day 2 or day 3. It very well could be day 1,000. So that's to say, it's not necessarily a given that just because we're just getting started at this, in terms of launching it, that either I should, for my side hustles, or my wife for what she's doing with her side hustles, that she should then, lower the price. So in fact, a lot of the thoughts we're going through is, okay, well, I'm just getting started, and I want to sort of, as we put it, ramp up into higher prices and offer very professional, top of the line type work. But, just getting started and sort of needing to establish reputation and establish clientele, a list, a directory, database, if you will, of clientele, all these things, you might want to do by, having something of an introductory, a ramp-up period into it. So one thought, in fact, this is a very real thing that we're thinking is, okay, well, so just for this first month, maybe we'll have, price of X. Now, for the next month, we'll have the price go up a little bit, 1.2x, and then in the following month, 1.5x, what we originally start, and that way we kind of ramp up. And so the thoughts that we're having now at this point, well, you don't want to do this kind of a, bait and switch where you get a whole lot of your clientele and they're sort of price anchored and they're used to, say you're giving some product or service for $100. Just put some real numbers to it. So we're trying to avoid this situation where someone's like, oh, I'm always used to paying $100 for this. Now suddenly in the next month when I have to pay again, now it's suddenly 150. Like, what gives? That kind of thing. And people kind of feel like there's this bait and switch, and just it very much makes for an uncomfortable, and it makes for rough going. So with that in mind, what I want to leave with you here as we think through, how do you price and how do you go through something of this strategy where you want to ramp up? Well, one, you might simply jump right into the prices you want. That's one strategy if you feel comfortable going through, saying like, hey, I know the value I bring, I know what I'm doing, and I'm getting my bearings down, and I'm working through kind of the early growing pains, but I'm still putting the price at the high level target that I command. That's one way to go about it. If you want to do kind of the ramp up strategy, as I mentioned, where like for a given amount of time, say for the first month or first quarter or first amount of time that you have a certain price and then it climbs upward, the way to do that I felt it definitely works, and this is what, again, is top of mind for my wife and I, and this is what we're doing, is just make sure to have very clear communication, whether that's in the marketing material, on the website, in the phone conversations you have directly with your clientele where you discuss pricing, just all the different communication channels. Just be very clear and open and honest. I always think honesty is the best policy, and just make it well known without any confusion that, hey, look, I'm ramping up. I deliver great value, but there are some things I'm still learning, so thereby I'm not putting my prices immediately to the premium prices of which they're going to. So there is an introductory period. However, with this ramp up, we're getting there, and as the ramp up happens, so do the prices of which I'm setting for the products or services. So in that regard, being very, open and honest, and just kind of mentioning it as an advantage. If they get in early, that's something they can take advantage of. That would behoove any potential new client, an early client, that they can get get in early, at least for the introductory period. If not, you could say, hey, look, and because of your early adopter, early support, I'd be happy to grandfather you in and let you remain at the introductory rate for a certain amount of time, maybe even beyond the introductory period that I'm setting. And you can kind of work that out as you see fit, as what makes sense. So these are some thoughts, some strategies, and they're the exact thoughts and strategies that my wife and I are thinking through. So I want to bring that top of mind to you, as you might have in your side hustle, the need to think through thoughts of how to set your price, what are some potential strategies, what are some of the issues. So these are all things I hope you think through, and hopefully this video, surfaces some of these thoughts that could be helpful as you have side hustle and as you have your personal finance journey. Okay, I'm gonna leave you there. Gotta run.